Okay, I'm gonna make a short little video today. I'm just gonna talk about what you can do when you lose motivation. Because normally what happens is that we get an outburst of motivation when we want to change something about our lives and we want to improve. So it could be career-wise, weight loss-wise, it could just be improving yourself-wise where you're not happy in the stage where you're at. So you feel like you need to change. And that's good. We should always be wanting to change. We should be always wanting to change things about ourselves in a positive manner and improving our lives. But what happens is normally is that when you do these things, I'm gonna use weight loss as an example because it's something really easy to talk about. When I look in the mirror, you're unhappy with yourself, you're like, and you start going to the gym and you start eating healthier. You eat healthy, go to the gym a week for 2 or like a month, and then you just fall back into your habits because either A, you hit it too much and the goals are too unattainable, and then you feel like you cannot keep this up with your lifestyle because it's either that or something else and you don't want to choose. B, it's because you just lost motivation and because you are just like, whatever, I can't change, the process is too long, I need to put in so much more effort, I need to put in so much more effort to just change a little bit of how I look. And that is just wrong because that's not how this mindset would get you anything in life, because all the good things take time. That's just how it is. So what I would be doing is I used to have cycles like this, exactly like this, where I would try every single diet and I would go back to my normal eating habits of eating Ben and Jerry's every single day and eating crisps and chips every single day, and then I'd be gaining weight. Or I would go to the gym, work out extremely hard, and then I would go home and I would be in calorie surplus, where I would just eat everything, really highly processed foods that would be really hard to break down and would take time to break down and would mess with my head, where I would have brain fog, where I couldn't think clearly, and my energy levels would spike and then go down, and then I would feel really shit. And because I would feel tired, I would go and eat something more and I would not exercise. So it was like ongoing, really bad cycle that you just have to break. And the way you can break this is by, first of all, your nutrition. And I'm gonna focus on weight loss for this video because this is something where I see so many people go wrong and where I've been going wrong my whole life. But I've made a change, and the change was, first of all, my point A was creating a reasonable routine, creating something where you can stick with yourself. Normally, if you're just starting off with weight loss, you don't need to do too much. You just change the little nutrition. It's nutrition based. If you want to lose weight, it's nutritionally based. The gym is just the cherry on top. Building mass, if you have a higher muscle mass percentage, then you burn more calories. That means you don't have to watch so carefully how many calories you eat every single day. But if you're just beginning, absolutely track your calories. See everything that you're putting inside your body. Track all the things, even all the bad things that you put into your body, because you have to be made self-aware. And a lot of people are living in denial. If you watch the show My Secret Eaters, it's like a UK show where these people, they tend to underestimate how many calories they eat every single day. They would say, I would eat 1,400 calories a day, and then they would gain weight. That's not how biology works. You don't gain weight by being in a calorie deficit. You gain weight by being in a calorie surplus. And so many people are in denial about what they eat every single day because that makes them feel better about themselves. So track your calories and know exactly what you are putting inside your body, until it becomes kind of automatic in your head, where you can look at a food and you could be like, this is how many calories this is in. Look at the food labels too. I used to never look at food labels, and then when I started, I would just put it back down. And tracking calories is not an eating disorder. Tracking calories is being aware. Tracking calories is being knowledgeable about what you are putting inside your body. When to put things inside your body, guess what? You probably have experienced this. When you eat good for a day, you feel better. When you eat like shit for a day, you feel worse. So why not eat better so you can feel better in the mind? tracking calories is not supposed to give you an eating disorder, okay? So, with motivation, you have to build yourself up. You have to give yourself a chance to succeed. And with that, instead of telling yourself you're going to go to the gym 7 times a week, tell yourself you're going to go to the gym 3 times a week. Tell yourself, instead of to lose weight, you have to do cardio. Instead of running on the treadmill for an hour and being like looking at how many calories you have to burn, choose a form of cardio where you would enjoy it. So I heard that boxing, some people really enjoy boxing. Sign you up for classes, because when you sign you up for classes, you have, first of all, you have a date and time that you have to be, and you know exactly what you're doing. So signing yourself up to classes, instead of doing 15 minutes of Stairmaster after and burning this many calories after, go on a cycling trip with your family. There's so many forms of activities that don't only have to be the gym. There's so many different, people don't even think about the fact that they only think the gym equals weight loss. No. First of all, it's your food that equals weight loss. Second of all, it's cardio that equals weight loss. You should still be weightlifting at least 2 times a week for muscle gain and maintenance, mostly if you're at a higher percentage of fat. But you have to set yourself up straight. You cannot be setting unrealistic goals which you cannot achieve, and then you don't achieve them. Well, guess what happens? You don't stick to it. And when you don't stick to it, that makes you feel shit about yourself, because then you're like, I can't stick to this, it's my fault. Yeah, it's your fault, but not because you are mentally weak. It's because you just don't know how to set good goals for yourself, attainable goals. So what I would say for someone, like, for a woman of body fat percentage of like 40 up, and I'm gonna speak more towards women because I feel like I could talk a bit, I feel like I know a little bit about that. I would say go to the gym 3 times a week, track your calories, everything. Even when you don't want to, download an app, track your calories, and all you have to do is incorporate cardio at least on 3 of these days. Incorporate cardio after your weightlifting training session, and you'll be good. And then you just have to consistently do it. It's about routine, it's about consistency, and doing it when you don't want to. When you don't feel like doing it, pick up the camera and ask yourself, why do I not feel like going to the gym right now? Why do I feel like not working out right now? And most of the time, it's a shit excuse. And once you really realize it's a shit excuse, you're just gonna go. And make compromises with yourself. If you really, 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 really feel like you just don't want to, like, we're just human at the end of the day. We're also subjective beings. If you just feel like you really, really don't want to, then make a compromise. Don't go as hard in the gym as you would normally do, but at least show up. So you can say, I went to the gym today. At least show up. That's it, guys, and hopefully you learned something, and I don't know.